He makes things happen. He makes highlights happen. He makes people look silly on the other team.
The game you guys had the other day, he was like doing a behind the back pass and
when
like
they were killing time.
They're killing time.
Yeah.
I'm here for all of that. Look, we're still showing him, and we're showing starting lineups.
Yuki's a star. He knows that. Listed at 5'8", which might be generous. 24 years old, out of Japan. Can't wait to see what Yuki can do. Opening tap, you got Pete Nance of the Bucks and Lachlan Olbrich of the Bulls. And we're off and running in our second game of the day here at the Thomas & Mack Center. Emmanuel Miller, brother of Leonard Miller, plays for the Timberwolves, throws it away. Andre Jackson Jr., another NBA guy, looking to improve as he enters his third season out of UConn.
Very rarely have I seen a straight line pass across the key not get intercepted, just so you know.
Tyler Smith, the offensive rebound for the Bucks. Here's Marquise Noel. If he matches up with Kawamura, that'd be a fun one. Noel had it taken away. Javon Freeman Liberty expected to score a lot today with no Modest Buzelis. Noah Senge is on the bench and appears to be dressed but didn't start. So Freeman Liberty is going to do a lot of the work offensively today.
You mentioned great players, but Freeman Liberty has put up some huge games. 2 21-point contests and then an 18-8 contest against the Pacers.
Yeah, he's a bona fide scorer. Former DePaul Blue Demon. Late shot clock for Freeman Liberty. Has to just throw it up, and there it is. He scores. That's unorthodox.
Hey, do what you do and do it very well. You know, a lot of times when you get in these situations in summer league, guys sometimes will get outside their comfort zone and they're trying to prove to people what they can do. I'm a firm believer of showing people what you actually are capable of doing on a consistent basis.
How about that baseline cut and pass from Nance to Smith, and he'll head to the line.
Nance has had a very good summer as well. He's shown his versatility. He played with the ball in his hands, had 18-8 last time out against the Clippers. I talked to Marcus Johnson, legend, first Wooden Award winner back in 1975, calls a ton of the Bucks games.
Name drop.
I went to UCLA. It's in the family. But is getting to his thoughts, and he really likes what he's seen out of Nance so far in the summer league. And you know, you talk in the Eastern Conference. We mentioned in the last contest about the Cavs, right? There's very few teams that feel like, hey, can we make a move here, and can we join the fray? I think you look at the Knicks, obviously. You look at the Cavs. The Bucks have made some moves here in the offseason, and it'll be interesting to see how it gels and how it comes together. But if it comes together right, they're going to be figuring in the Eastern Conference and pushing to represent the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals.
Tyler Smith with another 2. He's got all 4 for the Bucks. The key thing there is he's got the best player in the Eastern Conference who's going to be playing this year in Giannis. Freeman Liberty stop and pop, well strong. Olbrich, the offensive rebound. The Australian big man defended now by Jackson. Behind the back to Miller. How do you miss that?
That's one of those plays when it happens. I'm so excited. I'm starting to get bubbled up inside about how I'm going to yell about how great of a play that is, and then you miss the layup, and it just wastes the pass.
It just fizzles out.
It's like leaving a soda with the top off or opening the can and just leaving it there on the counter for like a week and then just trying to drink it. It doesn't taste the same.
Let's watch the pass again.
Just beautiful read, and Olbrich fakes it, wraps right around the back, and you've got to be able to finish that.
Throw it down. Olbrich's got some game now. He's so ambidextrous.
Lachlan started his collegiate career actually at UC Riverside. Played a season there, then left. Went and played overseas, and he can do a little bit of everything, as you saw in that play. That he's got great passing and skill set. And this year at the Combine, his journey was different, right? He had to start at the G League Combine, played his way in to the NBA Combine, then played well there. I think a lot of people started taking notice of just how versatile he can be. And he's a capable scorer inside now. A little pressure here by the Bulls early.
Mauzinha Pereira from Brazil hit that second free throw. But Olbrich, you saw his numbers with the Illawarra Hawks. They won the NBL championship in Olberg really popped in the last 2 games. Got himself in draft conversations and ended up going 55th. Marquise Noel, too strong on a 3.
Good defense that time by the Bulls. They sat back into a zone, and it kind of made the Bucks hesitate and became a little too passive against it. You still got to cut, move, and attack.
Andre Jackson, you see how he just floats in the air. Got the rebound, little crossover dribble, run to the break. Andre Jackson tried to finish it himself. Out of bounds off of Chicago.
A little bit of a sluggish start offensively for both these teams. Freeman Liberty, by the way, he's going to get some shots up clearly today.
One for 3 start for Javon Freeman Liberty. Livingston, the catch, he slipped and stepped on the baseline. Chris Livingston playing in his 3rd summer league. He was the 58th overall pick a couple of years ago out of Kentucky. Actually got waived earlier this month. They brought him back for summer league, giving him a chance to carve out some time with the big club.
You mentioned played 21 games, and you think about that time with the Bucks. It wasn't necessarily a lot of productivity and limited minutes and opportunity, and so you come here and you're trying to show, hey, this is who I can be if you need me.
Jameer Young with the deuce on the other side for the Bulls. They lead by 3. Here is Livingston trying to beat Freeman Liberty, and does.
He's so big, in particular his strength with his upper body, to turn the corner and look to attack.
And for Livingston, Shams reported earlier today that they're bringing him back on a 1-year deal with a little over $2 million. So Chris Livingston returning to Milwaukee as Freeman Liberty drops it in. Bucks also making moves. They announced today that Cole Anthony is joining. Anthony was in that Magic Grizzlies trade where Desmond Bane went to Orlando. Cole Anthony went back to Memphis and now signing with Milwaukee. Nance missed the layup.
The ball is like literally just careening off people out on the court right now.
Hey, Sean, welcome to Vegas, baby. Jameer Young for 3.
Trying to dribble handoff action, and it's literally just bouncing off of people's chests.
Well, you know, it is interesting because the guys playing on these teams have been playing together for maybe a week.
Yes.
Maybe a week. So as they develop chemistry and Livingston puts it in, I mean, how does a team gel that fast?
It's tough. I mean, and I think that you see that in the turnover numbers. And if there's one thing you're talking about with the Bulls, as Olberg does a nice job finishing down the lane, one of the biggest problems they've had, they've 21 turnovers per game. That's 3rd worst here in the summer league. And you have to value the basketball to win contests. They have not done that enough.
Noel the kick, Jackson the 3. That's good. Andre Jackson. And that's a great sign for Milwaukee if he can improve his outside shot.
Well, what I liked about that is he started to drift and fade, which was trying to create space for that pass, but Noel was caught, and so he actually came closer to him and stopped the natural. Oh, my goodness.
Mauzinho Pereira. He was in the G League dunk contest this year.
I can see why.
It just showed you why. Noel with the great pass to Nance. One more is it to Livingston, and he cashes out for 3.
Really good ball movement, that possession for the Bucks.
We're just waiting for a stoppage so we can show that Pereira dunk. Young is fouled and 1. And that'll take us to a TV timeout. Jameer Young to the stripe when we come back. But how about Mauzinho Pereira?
I wrote down on my sheet that he's got great ability to go to 50-50 balls, and he did an outstanding job finishing.
NBA 2K26 Summer League is proudly sponsored by NBA 2K26. Rated E for everyone.
When Superman is off
you got to make plays. You run from the opposite side, three-point line, elevate up over the top. Nobody puts a body on him. And Pereira showed off his athleticism with an elite level finish. And what I love most about it is you talk about traits. What that shows, Drew, to me is a player that is on go and is ready and is not anticipating makes, is not comfortable just waiting and watching. They're looking to push it. The zone has been pretty good for the Bulls a couple of times, but you know what time it is.
It's Yuki time.
Yeah, it is.
Kawamura out there, top of your screen. 5-point lead for the Bulls after Jameer Young's three-point play. Three ball is way off the mark, but Cormac Ryan, right place, right time. Bogalup Markovic shot that three for
Look
the
at
Bucks.
the size differential here between Livingston and Yuki.
We got to get Noel on Yuki. Bucks after the takeaway. 3-on-1. Livingston's fouled. And free throws coming for Chris Livingston. Still just 21 years old out of Kentucky. Coming back to the Bucks on a one-year deal.
And look, he is tough, and he's hard-nosed with a knack of being able to finish around the rim. And we've seen it already a couple times. This time he gets fouled. But he wants to turn that corner. He wants to finish through contact. And he's got upside as far as a potential defensive player and just how hard he wants to compete.
And for a Bucks team that with a lot of veterans, right? And Brook Lopez is out. He's going to the Clippers. Miles Turner is in. It is one of the older rosters in the NBA. Bringing in a youth injection like Chris Livingston could really help.
Well, we continue to see this time and time again when we talk about the NBA, right? Depth. And there's a lot of times where we can say, okay, well, in those pivotal moments in the postseason, you're counting on your stars and in those heavy rotational players. But over the course of 82 games, you need guys that can come in and help you win basketball games and understand a role and accept that role and start to try to thrive within that. Livingston has the capabilities to do that, and I think for a Bucks team that's getting older, it's very important.
And we've seen Milwaukee try to change that as Kawamura rims out a three, his first shot. And Nance comes up with a rebound. But John Horst in that front office, you know, Damian Lillard waved and stretched. Brook Lopez is out. Middleton no longer there. Trying to get younger. Livingston could be another step in that direction. Kawamura leading the break. Bounces it to Emmanuel Miller for 2 and 1. Yuki's got his first assist out in transition. He is electrifying. Emmanuel Miller with the finish.
You have to know the ball hits his hands. He's got great peripheral vision, drops it down, sets the table. Go ahead and eat. 3-point lead for the Bulls.
Skipping breakfast wasn't a big
ESPN Mavs, Sixers. We cap off the night tonight from the Summer League with the Wizards and the Jazz. Kyle Filipowski averaging almost 30 points per game for the Utah Jazz. Isaiah Collier leading with 8.3 assists per game for the Utah Jazz. That duo has been fantastic here in Las Vegas.
Impressive work on that promo, my friend. I might turn in for the second half. You got this. I'm head to the airport. Cormac Ryan doubled. Bulls back in that zone. Aggressive out on the perimeter. Their coach here in Summer League is Billy Donovan III. Inside, a missed layup. The kick out, Stanley Amude for three. It's good. So it's Billy Donovan III coaching the Bulls. It's Spencer Rivers coaching the Bucks. Two sons of head coaches. Billy Donovan for Chicago, Doc Rivers for Milwaukee.
That's an illegal screen, our first of this game. If you were with us for our last game, we saw 7 of them.
It won't be the last, that's for sure. There's Spencer on the right, Billy on the left. Billy, the head coach of the Windy City Bulls in the G League. Spencer co-head coaching with Jason Love of the Bucks. Spencer, the head coach for this game. Here's Wooga Poplar. Caleb Grill gets it back to Pereira. Poplar with 8 to shoot. Checked on the perimeter by Wade Taylor IV, pride of Texas A&M. First in the last 2 minutes. Side out.
Well, Wooga Poplar, if he can turn the corner, he can elevate up over the top of anybody.
Oh, yes. Saw that when he was playing for Miami when they made the Final Four, and then last 2 years at Villanova. Poplar, a Philadelphia native. Kawamura flashes. In the lane, probes. Can't put it in, just short on that little floater. Bucks trail by 1. Cormac Ryan trying to change that. Over to Amude, just hit one from there, does it again. Stanley Amude heating up.
Yeah, just great ball movement, right? You drive baseline, kick to corner, one more. That extra pass allows you to stretch the defense once again.
First lead for the Bucks. Final minute of the first. Grill for 3. Taylor stop and pop.
That was aggressive.
We saw that a few times at Texas A&M.
Yeah, I mean, like, he can get it going, but you know that's a tough one to shoot on a contested NBA 3, dribbling down the floor. The previous possession, a much better look when you drive the end line and then make that one more pass, and a little bit of a late closeout, plus the size of Yuki allows to shoot essentially an uncontested look.
Kawamura the miss, and the defensive rebound to Malik Williams. Ryan trying to get past Yuki. Now Markovic off his foot. Thought it was kicked by the defender. Grill gives it up. Poplar can't lay it in. And if he hadn't tried to do the alley-oop thing, he could have had a huge dunk.
That pass just was a little bit behind him, and he was off balance.
Final seconds of the first. It's Ryan for 3.
He can do that now. Excellent three-point shooter, gets his feet set underneath him, able to knock it down, and a 9-0 run by Milwaukee to end the first quarter. All 9 of them coming from beyond the arc. Good ball movement, good spacing, and the Bucks got themselves the lead.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Is that your car?
Yeah. No. No.
pushing it forward. Make sure you stay tuned. All of our 2K26 Summer League coverage here in Vegas.
One game, one window.
It's good to see Bruce Pearl and all of his Auburn players who are making waves here in Vegas. We had 3 of them in our last game. Bruce Pearl sticking around for this one. What a job he's done at Auburn. I mean, really amazing the way they've turned that program around.
It's one of the best environments in all of college basketball.
Speaking of the SEC, Wade Taylor from Texas A&M draws the foul, and Bruce Pearl, in conjunction with Nate Oates at Alabama. Auburn-Bama, that basketball rivalry is thriving.
The Iron Bowl for hoops has been elite. You look at those two coaches and what they've been able to do and how they've accomplished that over the last couple of years in particular. Both of them have made Final Four runs. Mark Sears was part of a Final Four team at Alabama after transferring from Ohio.
There's a foul by Pereira out on the perimeter.
This game has had a very sloppy start to it, and one that has not allowed for any rhythm and flow to be established for either one of these two teams. We saw a little bit of down the stretch of the end of the first quarter with the ball movement to the three-point shots for the Bucks, but outside of that, it really hasn't had much flow.
See if the Bucks can get something going here. Markovich off the inbound. Over to Amude. Lefty hammer.
Well, get something going. A couple three-point shots. All right, cool. You think I'm running off this screen for a three-pointer? No, I'm running to the rim.
He's got 8 points in 3 minutes. Kawamura keeping that dribble low. Kick it to the corner. Pereira the 3. And Amude climbing the ladder for the rebound. Markovich on the move. Oh!
Dunk contest the last 2 possessions. Defensive breakdowns by the Bulls. And a 13-0 run that goes all the way back to the end of the first quarter for the Bucks. They did it with a 3-point shot to end the first quarter. Now they're doing it at the iron. Slow in the help side defensive rotation, slow in defensive transition, and the Bucks have made them pay. 9-point lead.
In their new logo against the Nets and their 5 first-round picks. You got the Pelicans in their 2 lottery picks against Oklahoma City and their summer league team that wins just like the big club. And then tomorrow, Pistons Heat, Hawks Grizzlies.
The Bucks have done a couple things really well. They're plus 12 right now from beyond the arc as far as points from the three-point line. And then they're moving the basketball at a very good clip. 8 assists on their 10 made field goals. Now, I'm not a mathematician. That's 80%.
Impressive UCLA education. There goes Kawamura, and a foul before the kick.
But as much as I joke about the math aspect of it, what it does show is when teams that usually move the ball and are unselfish tend to find a higher quality of shot. A higher quality of shot tends to lead to better efficiency. Seen both of those things early for the Bucks.
13-0 run from Milwaukee. Kawamura, the spin, the kick. Got some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Pereira finishes it off.
And see the unselfishness. That possession, 2 passes, right? It could have been a 3-point shot on the initial kick out. Doesn't make one more pass. Then you got a straight line drive, able to finish for Pereira.
Big man Williams thought about the 3. Instead, it's Amude who's got the hot hand. Free throw line jumper. Won't rattle in. Williams the offensive rebound for 2. He is big.
Good job wedging in and creating that space to get the offensive rebound and finish.
Yuki gets to his spot, scores. That'll make the fans happy. He is one of the fan favorites here at Summer League. Markovic. When you think about this Summer League, you might think about Yuki Kawamura and Hanson Yang from the Blazers.
Think about a turnover that's leading to transition right now.
Markovic is fouled and 1. Bogalu Markovic, 20 years old, from Serbia. Number 47 pick this year.
Bogalu running the floor, second time he's gotten out. Look, he got the pass and passed it right back. That pass back created forced the defensive player to have to step to the ball. That one step led to creating the scene for him to score. You know, it's an unselfish play, but it's the right play, and that right play leads to an easier look and finish.
Markovic played for Mega Basket last year. He was named the best young player of the Adriatic League. Largest lead for the Bucks at 10. Let's see if Jameer Young can make something happen here. He does. Finger roll. Markovic protecting the rim. And Milwaukee brings it the other way.
Good ball movement again to find that extra pass into the corner.
Cormac Ryan missed the 3. Here's Freeman Liberty. You know he's going to try to score. And he draws the foul. It's on John Butler Jr., 26 in green.
Liberty having to take on more of that scoring punch today. We have not seen, obviously, Esigan or Buzelis. We knew we weren't going to see him after he announced at the end of his last game that he wasn't going to be playing today. So, I mean, a lot of it, the scoring you're going to ask if you're the Bulls, is going to be on Freeman Liberty. He played 22 games with the Raptors in 2023-2024 season, averaging 7 points per contest. He shot the ball very well at the G League level. Last season with the Windy City Bulls, 18 points per game.
And the other thing, Sean, he guards.
Yeah.
We talked about his scoring, but if he's going to stick in the NBA, he's got to defend, and he does that.
Anybody that's going to stick in the NBA that's going to be a depth player has to defend.
On the pass back, Jackson to Livingston, gets it back. Good hustle from Chris Livingston. Amude finally missed one. Here is Young, turning the corner. Ryan just a little too chesty there, called for the blocking foul. Ryan just trying to move his feet, prevent Young from puncturing the paint.
And this gets to the more difficult part. Like if you're, watching the Bulls, lost their first 2 games, no chance of obviously making that top 4, right? And so a lot of guys are going to get minutes today, and within those minutes, it's important to make good, solid, sound basketball plays, because you're auditioning not only for the Bulls, but you're auditioning for everybody else, every other executive, every other scout that's in here, internationally or domestically.
Jameer Young, the top scorer today with 13, just hit another 3 and doing it efficiently. Butler looks at the rim in the middle of that zone. Ryan is fouled by Freeman Liberty, who wants a review. They should not review this, is my expert opinion.
Well, they got the zone. The key to breaking down a zone is definitely getting the ball inside to that elbow, that free throw line, collapse the defense a little bit, allows for the kick out to come, and that's a clear foul. There will be no review.
You know, Cormac Ryan, as the Bulls played this zone, he's seen a lot of zone playing in the ACC at Notre Dame and North Carolina. Anytime they went up to the Dome to play Syracuse, got a taste of that.
Well, that's Syracuse reference #1 by Drew.
I've waited till the second game.
I mean, it's the under is hitting right now.
We've talked about UCLA ad nauseum. Do you know what that means? That means a lot.
Well, count the national championships. Marcus would tell you that too. 12.3 points per game, 38% last year with Oklahoma City Blue for Cormac Ryan.
OKC Blue, and not to beat a dead horse here, but their G League team's really good, which is not surprising when you look at how deep their NBA club is. And they're just going to get better and better. A young group. Nikola Topic joining them, and he's looked outstanding so far. Freeman Liberty missed the 3. Andre Jackson the rebound. Behind the back dribble, weaving through the defense. Amude cuts, drives, offensive foul.
Great job defensively, rotating along that back line, getting the feet set. And just trying to do a little bit too much, right? Like you got to have awareness. Defense is set. You're trying to go right through their chest. A little bit out of control. You could stop, play off of 2, and you could play off of 2 and be strong. They're going to challenge it.
I think they're going to win it. You want to make the call?
I'll look at it one more time.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Mr. Syracuse.
They're going to win it.
I think they will too.
He's in legal guarding position. The right foot is considered a firm up. Milwaukee will lose their timeout. That's the second mandatory of the period. They'll also lose their right to challenge for the remainder of the game.
L for me.
It is an L for you. And here's why this is what I said before we started, is play off of 2. Play off of 2. You're driving into traffic. Be strong, play off of 2, little teardrop there. If not, you're going to kick, find somebody else because you just collapsed the defense. When you're out of control, usually the defense is going to get the benefit.
Bucks in a little zone here. Young lost his footing. Ulbrich, the pickup, finds Miller, waiting. And the rebound down to Jackson.
A lot of misses from 2 feet away.
Ulbrich defends Livingston. 3 balls, money.
And Livingston scores. Just a nice step back. That little step back creates space. Livingston elevates up over the top and knocks it down.
Offensive foul. Ulbrich setting the screen. That's 2.
Just watch as a little drive, a little set, boom, and you see that weight shift as the defensive player starts to drift further away from you. You know you got him on skates a little bit. Step back, creates just enough gap that that's a clean look.
Midway point of the second quarter. Bucks by 13. Nance in a crowd just tried to get rid of it. Jameer Young right there. 2-on-1 with Miller riding shotgun. Young is blocked by Tyler Smith, and Freeman Liberty is there to collect. Saw the athleticism of Tyler Smith. 33rd pick in last year's draft out of the G League Ignite. Noel probes. Gets it out to Smith. Has not shot it well so far in Vegas. Now 1 for 20 on threes.
I'm going to stay with Milwaukee as Freeman Liberty unable to corral it in. You mentioned getting together in a very short window and then learning how to play together is a very difficult challenge. And then when you come to the Summer League and you Jamari Bouye, who had played so well, had the game winner the other night, he takes that part of the equation away. Now since somebody else has to step up.
Pete Nance stepping up. After the 3, this is a 27-9 extended run for the Bucks after the Bulls led by 4 with a couple minutes left in the first.
Just set the screen, and the most dangerous player on the court a lot of times is the player that sets the screen, because his defensive player often has to react, and when they react, it can create space for you if you are shot ready to get your hands set and be able to knock down a shot. Great job by Nance that time, setting the screen and then quickly getting his feet set for the shot.
And a shot clock malfunction. And now we're ready to roll. Young inbounds it for Chicago. Inside to Ulbrich, bumped by Livingston. Out to Pereira. The save by Nance, good play. Pete Nance on a 2-way deal with the big club. Marquise Noel, who is an All-American player at Kansas State.
He's got a ton of toughness in him.
Switched on to Ulbrich.
I think Livingston got poked in the eye.
2 seconds on the shot clock. Smith missed the triple. Yeah, Livingston, you can see a little ginger as he comes up to the side of the floor. Yeah,
that's frustration. That's a frustration. He got poked in the eye off ball and not feeling good about it, and then defensively just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna foul here.
Yuki Kawamura getting set to check back in. Bulls went 39-43 last season, finished 9th in the East and lost in the play-in tournament.
You got the matchup you wanted, by the way.
This is must-see TV. Get your popcorn ready. Yuki Kawamura at 5'8" against Marquise Noel at 5'7". Young handling it, and he's fouled. Free throws coming for Jameer Young, who's already got a game-high 13 points.
He's been really aggressive, and you know, this is a guy that has to is looking to earn a consistent role, you know, control the pace of the game a little bit. You know, the way he ended his college career, he showed the ability to be an efficient scorer, right, from deep and also getting to the cup. And I think it has to translate over here. And then more importantly than the offense is how can you impact the game at the defensive end of the floor. He had 7 points and 6 assists last time out against the Pacers. And he's got 14 points here today, make it 15.
Yeah, averaged 21.5 and 7 assists in the G League.
Pretty good.
I've got Dave Freed on assignment looking up if Muggsy Bogues and Spud Webb ever played against each other. They must have, right? They must have. Here's Noel against Kawamura. Smith on the drive. Can't hook it in. Freeman Liberty at the controls now for the Bulls. No Buzelis, no Asenge today. Young's all alone. It's a three.
Can't leave him all alone. He has been the bright spot for the Bulls here in the first half, without question.
18 points for the former Maryland Terrapin. Jackson extra feed, Livingston. Yuki with the rebound. Keeps his eyes up. No looks at Ulbrich, gives it up. Young, shovel to the corner, Pereira. That was a gorgeous offensive possession. Noel's fouled by Kawamura, and he's asking for the take foul, but I don't think so. Watch the passing here.
The passing was outstanding. This is a rebound, up the floor, head on a swivel, small windows, good clean look, everything but the finish. Well, that's a turnover.
Yeah, it's Yuki Kawamura, picks his pocket, goes to the hole.
And Noel just got very loose with the ball, and Yuki does an excellent job pressuring.
He's got hammered on a screen by Nance. Noel in the lane. Livingston the punch. Marquise Noel creating offense for the Bucks.
And Noel can facilitate an offense as well. I mean, he had 9 assists versus the Clippers. This is the thing when you talk about Yuki and Noel. They have been undersized their entire lives. This isn't new to them, right? Like, so you learn to play with your physical stature and understanding how you can set the table, how aggressive you can be, how you can find your teammates, how can you continue to play this game at an elite level regardless of your height. And both of them have done an outstanding job of that over the courses of their careers.
And Marquise Noel has actually talked about that. You know, when he was a standout player at Kansas State, he said, I love when people underestimate me. I love when people see my size and are like, you can't do this, you can't do that. He says, I don't ever ask God, why can't I be 6 feet? He's happy with where he's at and how he's managed to create a basketball career for himself despite his size. Noel. Loose ball foul against Chicago. It's on Pereira. Side out for Milwaukee, first in the final 2 minutes. And of course, Dave Freed comes through. Spud Webb and Muggsy Bogues played against each other 22 times. Spud won 12, Muggsy won 10.
This could be the first of many.
Smith drops the hammer. Marquise Noel with another assist, his third of the first half. Freeman Liberty bumped.
What a job by Noel. I mean, we talk about playmaking ability, being a guard, understanding how you can impact the game. First and foremost, when he's out on the floor, you understand he's driving. You better have your hands up, and you better move to a free spot. And that's what Smith did. And point guard drops it to you like that, makes the finish pretty easy. I mean, elite level athleticism and great court awareness combined between Noel and Smith.
You know, Marquise Noel's teammate at Kansas State, Keontae Johnson, playing out here in Summer League.
How many Syracuse guys are playing in the Summer League?
Buddy Boeheim, Judah Mintz. Highest Battle's not playing, but he was here. I saw him. I met his dad. Nice guy.
Important facts.
Sometimes, Sean, you just got to lean into it. Cole Swider is here. Thank you. Shout out to Ted.
Good job defensively. They've seen some zone now, a little bit more man-to-man, some pressure being applied. Good three-pointer.
Yeah, Smith rattles it in, looks up at the sky and says, thank you. I mentioned that's just his second made three of the Summer League. He's taken more than 20. Ulbrich trying to move Nance off the block.
He's a little handsy.
Yeah, fouled.
You gotta be careful playing defense with your hands. Nance that time, a little bit too much. Good dribble penetration again. Noel setting the table for your teammates, right? Like, it's what you do. And he's got 4 assists right now. Most of them coming in the last 2 minutes or so, but excellent job of driving, forcing the defense to have to react. When the defense reacts, usually if you can move your feet and get them set, you're gonna create a gap or a lane that a good guard is going to find you. And Noel's a really good guard. Now he may not be an NBA guard, but he's a really good basketball player with elite court vision and awareness that sets the table and makes the game easier for everybody out there.
That's 8 seconds.
Look at Yuki. Good defense.
Kawamura putting him in the torture chamber.
The second time on that pickup that Yuki's been able to get the win. First time was a turnover that led to the easy run out. That time just locked him up. No screen, fought over the top of Nance, turned him multiple times, and Noel lost the ball.
Now Noel trying to create a turnover on the other side.
I think he did. I think the foul's on Yuki.
Yeah, it's on Kawamura. Good call. A Bucks in the bonus. Marquise Noel shooting free throws.
That's a good job fighting over the top. Maybe a little bit of a jersey grab and then just running through him.
Got the Gilbert Arenas free throw form around the world. Missed the first. And here's a treat for you, big NBA fans. There it is. Spud Webb, Muggsy Bogues.
I love the unis. I love both those unis. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm a retro uni guy.
Those are classics. Do you have a favorite retro NBA uni? You can get back to me on that. Think about
Washington's.
You didn't have to get back to me on that.
No.
It's good. The Tim Legler?
Yes. If I could get a Legs jersey and have him sign it, that would be awesome. I'd hang it in the office. Anybody know Legs?
Get in line, man. Everyone wants his autograph. Out of bounds, it'll stay here. 14 to shoot for Chicago.
Talking about great uniforms. UNLV, we're in the Thomas and Mag. UNLV's classic uniforms from the '91 national championship team. Pretty good. Hard to beat.
Young draws the contact and puts it in anyway. A chance at an and one for Jameer Young, who's got 20 points in the first half.
And just excellent job of being strong with the basketball. Look at the way he shields, protects with his shoulder. And a little pull down by the jersey, a little extracurricular activity. Watch the pull of the jersey here late. He did not like the shoulder in his chest. And there was a reach out and a pull of the jersey there on the way down by Livingston.
Caps off the three-point play. Some of these summer league games do get pretty chippy.
Well, they're fighting for a contract. They're fighting to extend the ability to play a game. Never take for granted the opportunity to wear a uniform and to play this game.
Fouls on Pereira away from the ball. Free throws coming for the Bucks. And E.J. Liddell get ejected from a game. Jordan Walsh got ejected.
A couple guys get ejected last night. A.J. Hogard got thrown out.
Dave Freed's about to get ejected with all these antics over here. Tyler Smith at the line. See the next generation of NBA stars at NBA Summer League in Las Vegas. Tickets are going fast. Get yours now at NBAevents.com.
Not only are tickets going fast, but your time is getting more limited.
Yes. Come join us. Come join Sean.
I'm excited to be here. To me, I love watching. I watch this every single year, and to be sitting here with you and opportunity to call these guys as they're chasing their dreams.
No, you're right. This is a special event. It's a treat to be here. Jameer Young's got 21 points.
There's a foul there. I mean, who you want to call it on? I mean, you can argue. I mean, just running over people and standing on the train tracks, both neither advisable.
Cormac Ryan ended up on the floor, and he's the one they call the foul on.
Just watch this in a little action. I mean, Cormac Ryan's just standing there, and Holmberg's like, I'm just going to truck you. Cormac's like, wait, that's on me?
Do you agree with that call?
No.
Well, that's 31 fouls combined in this first half.
Last time I checked, just running over people is not necessarily the best plan.
Well, it worked for him there. Amude. That's out of bounds. Timeout with 1.5 seconds in the second quarter.
That's a good time to use the timeout with 1.5 left to go before the half in a 10-point game.
If you take or have taken Humira,
have already moved to 4-0. Timberwolves are tied now with the Suns. They trailed by 16 earlier in that game. They've tied it late third quarter. That's happening over at the Pavilion. The top 4 teams qualify for the semifinals, and point differential is the first tie break. .5 seconds left in the second quarter. Spencer Rivers, the Bucks Summer League head coach, called a timeout.
Pop 3. You're going to look for something. It's pretty much a catch and shoot. You got time for one dribble at most. And
well, everybody's moving around, but the ball's not in play yet.
Well, they know the play. Let's set it up and run it again.
Call another timeout. Draw something up.
Curl, and then pop Ryan.
How about Smith?
Well, he was one of the curlers. He just curled wide. You had a tight curl to the wing.
So it's a 10-point lead for the Bucks as they try to wrap up round robin with quad contusion. Wearing the warm-up shirt on the bench, but not going to play today. Senge, the 12th overall pick for the Bulls this year, looked really good in that last game against the Pacers after he got off to a terrible start in his first game. Not a good pass. Stolen by Miller. Noel back defensively, called for the foul.
I just need better execution, right? I mean, just a careless straight line pass across the face of the defense, and then really nothing Noel could do there other than foul.
Sean, what'd you make of the pick of Noah Senge at 12th overall?
I liked it. I think you think about the fact of how young he is, only 3 days older, by the way, than Cooper Flagg. He's got great standing reach of an NBA center. You go back to a preseason game against the Blazers, he had 20 points and hit a couple threes and 8 rebounds over a year ago. Like, he's a player that's played at the international level that has tremendous upside. He's going to get better and better. And I think you saw a little bit of that in each game that he played here, by the way. He got a little bit better and better. 21 points, 3 of 8 from deep against the Pacers.
Livingston for 3 off the Noel feed, rims out. Yeah, you're right. He got so much better from game 1 to game 3. Freeman liberty to step through, and the deuce.
That was aggressive and strong downhill. And I think that's really what you want to see out of your draft picks, right? Like, I mean, it gets to a certain point. And I was watching you guys' call the other day on that game, and I thought to myself, there's no way he's going to play today. I didn't think he was going to play today. I mean, it was surprising that he got in the game the other day. He was dealing with the injury the other day. A lot of thought process was he wasn't going to go. He went. He played well. You're playing the long game with him, and he's going to be an important part to their roster this year.
Ulbrich fires.
A little bit off balance. Like, he's got to get his feet set. He started drifting to the left.
Andre Jackson.
That was like that was personal. That was as aggressive as a take that we've seen here. I mean, that was with a lot of strength and caught him a little bit, I think, by surprise that he was going to try to punch it over the top.
Got tied up with Pereira on the ground. Andre Jackson, a guy who's been in the dunk contest.
That was impressive, though. I mean, that was a strong take right there by Jackson.
Freakish athlete out of UConn. He's a guy they've got high hopes for in the Bucks rotation.
You like the turn of the corner and somebody that can sit there and say, okay, hey, let's go after it. And he did a really excellent job exploding to the cup and drawing that foul. A physical game. People talk about contact sports. The NBA basketball in general, it's a contact sport, and you're gonna take falls. Nice job by Noel.
The steal by Marquise Noel finds the cutting Pete Nance, throws it up, and he's fouled. It's another one on Mauzinho Pereira, his 6th.
Passing has not been a strong point in this game.
That is generous.
I mean, a lot of guys getting caught in areas where they don't know what they're going to do, and then they just make an erratic pass or an ill-advised pass that leads to a run out or a turnover.
How about this list for the only players who have fouled out of Summer League with 10 fouls? Thon Maker, Diamond Stone, DeMarcus Cousins, Andrew Bogut, Greg Oden. That's pretty good company. Maybe he should try to foul out.
That's not bad. A couple of those guys were pretty good. DeMarcus Cousins, I still think, could drop 20 on somebody.
Freeman Liberty for 2.
Speaking about dropping 20, it's seemingly what Freeman Liberty does every game. He's at 11 right now.
Noel, the hook pass. Tyler Smith off the mark on a 3. Young's leaking out. Miller didn't see him.
The Bulls had 2 guys out in front.
Get it to the 6'10" Lachlan Ulbrich to run the show. Miller for 3. Bullseye.
They're going to call that a 2, foot on the line. A 6-point game here. Bulls showing some fight here to start the second half. They've had the opportunity to get more runouts and play in front of the defense. I think that's been key.
Bit of a late whistle there. Foul on Chicago.
Ulbrich.
Point center.
Make it happen. A little bit of a hockey assist. But then that right foot just comes ever so forward. Gets a piece of the line, making it a 2-pointer.
A 22-foot jumper.
It's a bad shot. Coaches will tell you it's a bad shot. Right?
He made it.
Yeah, it's great that you made it, but you have to have awareness of where you are on the floor.
Right. Livingston touched the rim, can't do that. This ain't FIBA, baby. Offensive interference. Basket does not count. Noel getting in the stance, defending Jameer Young. Ulbrich, the no-look to Miller. Markovich running the floor.
Very rarely do you see a charge attempt at the mid-court line.
There's a 6'9" guy dribbling, and the 6'10" guy tries to take the charge.
Don't see that every single day. I'm just saying. Good call, by the way.
I'm sorry, 6'11" Markovich. I shorted him 2 inches.
I think if you're over, you like the fact, if you're the Bulls, you're like, hey, I like the fact you're trying to take that charge, but the percentage of you getting that call is slim and none. Get back, and let's get into a position where we're dealing with somebody where they can operationally hurt us in the half court.
Nance for 3.
He can hurt you there. I think a couple times we've seen him stretch the defense. His versatility with a player with his size, 6'10", can step out. He's had a pretty good Vegas Summer League. Came into this one shooting 52% from the field, averaging 14 points per game. And you see the block shot there. He can impact the game, Drew, at both ends of the floor.
It's like manna for front office executives. A guy who can shoot threes and protect the rim.
Yeah, played 8 games a year ago. Look at the defensive reaction. Good job. He's been handsy at times. He picked up a couple fouls. But that time, he did a good job keeping his hands off the offensive player and then timing it perfectly.
Poplar for two, shielding off Markovic at the rim.
Fell asleep on the weak side.
Noel again, drive and kick. Amude steps behind the line. Back to Marquise Noel. 5 to shoot. Ulbrich got a piece of that. That's a block shot. And a shot clock violation, Bulls ball.
Good job that time in a clear size differential. Well, Ulbrich kept his feet and utilized his length to keep the smaller, more athletic player around the outside. There's some discussion of what they were going to call.
Yeah, it is a shot clock. Now, Sean, when you look at this Bucks team in an Eastern Conference that could be wide open, I mean, are they a contender for you? Can they win the Eastern Conference this year?
They are. Mainly because they, as you mentioned earlier, they have the best player in the Eastern Conference on their roster. Giannis is such a difference maker in every way, shape, and form. And then you bring back guys like Gary Trent and Bobby Portis, so you resign them. You get Miles Turner signed in, who can stretch the floor as well. We saw what he was able to do with the Pacers. I think the key is going to be that point guard position. They're going to have to get production, efficiency, and the ability to impact the game at both ends at your lead guard position. At any level you play, you're pretty much as good as your guards. And while you have Giannis as your centerpiece, that backcourt is going to have to make some plays.
I think Giannis might play a lot of point for that.
I think they're going to have to.
But
I think it shapes the floor differently, by the way, opens up and allows Kevin Porter Jr. to be the natural scorer that he is. He wants to score the basketball. There's no doubt about it.
So does Daniel Amude. Another 2 points for him. He's got 10 in just 8 minutes off the bench.
But go ahead and run down the list of teams in the Eastern Conference. And where each organization is at, good turnover force there in the backcourt. And a good finish that time by Freeman Liberty. But run down the list of teams. You got Cleveland and New York. All right, after that, where would you put the Bucks? Not far behind.
Some teams on the rise, too, like Orlando, Detroit, and Atlanta. The Bucks are right in that mix. Markovic missed the three. By the way, Cole Anthony is a name worth mentioning there, too. He
could solidify a little bit of that backcourt.
Yeah. Miller right to the cup. Makes this a 5-point game with 5 to play in the third.
And the Bulls kind of in an opposite situation. They've found themselves in that play-in frequently, not having success. As Adam Amin would say, the Sisyphus of pushing the stone up the hill. The Bulls have been pushing the stone up the hill today against the Bucks. They're trying to climb their way back into this thing and see if they get a win.
Skipping breakfast wasn't a big deal before.
challenge over there at the Pavilion. Phoenix on top of Minnesota by 5 as the Timberwolves try to move to 4-0 themselves.
It would be an important, if that score holds true, it's important for all those other teams, especially like the team like the Kings, whose point differential may not end up being one of the strongest.
Markovich, oh, the reverse jam. All right, so Sean, let's do this. You call that game, I'll call this game.
All right, good kick out. Here's the three-pointer on the way. No.
And over here, it's out of bounds. There's a foul against Milwaukee.
Do you know how confusing that would be if I just called the Phoenix T-Wolves game and you were calling the Bulls?
If you were analyzing that game and I would do the play-by-play of the one on the left.
Well, what if I called it as if I was Joe Tess and then went to my own broadcast voice to be the play-by-play?
But you have to do it now. Do you understand what you've done? You've dug yourself a hole. So go ahead. Now we're calling neither game. Here's Kawamura.
Well, I will call the game in Joe Tess. I'd prefer to call this one in Joe Tess's voice.
The one in front of us?
Yes. It's
go ahead.
I'll get it. Hold on. I just got to get it. A strong take, my man. That came up a little bit short. Here come the Bulls. Oh, can't reach in and foul like that, like a pair of Ferragamos that I bought yesterday.
That's your go-to.
Listen, listen, my man. You're talking about big-time atmosphere. Nothing bigger than Vegas. Championship boxing. Vasily Lomachenko.
Well done, sir. Good job, Tess.
I love my guy, Tess.
How'd you end up here, Tess? Here's Yuki.
Can you imagine being on the road with Tess and I for like 3 years?
I feel like I wouldn't survive that.
You probably wouldn't.
That's like the equivalent of spending time in Vegas. It takes years off your life if you're here too long. Amude for 3.
He's had himself a great game today, doing an excellent job spacing the floor. I believe that's his 4th three-pointer. Maybe his 3rd.
Amude now 3 for 4 as Poplar bounces it in. David Muoka for 2. Cormac Ryan, baseline drive, missed it. And the rebound down to Miller.
I like the fight you're seeing out of the Bulls here in the second half. This is what you'd expect in this game. Here's a team that had lost their first 2. Guys out here trying to make a name for themselves, but doing so in the team setting. I think that's the big thing that every coach has said, right? Like, every single one of these guys wants to be a professional basketball player, wants to be able to have a chance to play in the G League, the two-way, and eventually in the NBA. But in order to impress anybody at any level, you've got to demonstrate how to play the game and to play it the right way. Making the right pass, getting in the stance, defending. It's the little details that I think people lock in on when you're watching a game like this.
Foul on the floor. Inside of 3 minutes left in the 3rd. three-point contest and skills challenge at 8 Eastern on ESPN. Then Saturday night, the 21st annual All-Star Game is on ABC at 8:30 Eastern. Team Caitlin Clark takes on Team Nafisa Collier. Coverage tips with countdown at 8 Eastern. As we welcome you back to NBA 2K26 Summer League. Late third quarter between the Bulls and the Bucks. Chicago and Milwaukee both 1-2 in this round-robin section of play. Yuki Kawamura in the game now for the Bulls. Steps to the side, catches out on a jumper.
Beautiful step over to the side, create that space.
He's going to come in, he's going to stir the pot.
Kind of like you.
No one knows what it means, but it's provocative.
It's the people moving.
Yeah, Yuki Kawamura, he gets the people going. Emmanuel Miller had that taken away for a moment by Markovic and then gets it back and scores. Miller's got 8 points and 8 rebounds.
Yuki with a foul again on an inbound.
And this is an away from the play foul, so this will be one shot in the ball for Milwaukee.
That was a good play by Yuki. Little sidestep, elevate up. Last one, not so good. And they're challenging it.
Billy Donovan III has decided to challenge this. Yeah, think about the risk reward here.
Yeah, the most you're going to give up is 1 point if they make the free throw. But
all right, so Miller makes the shot here, and then on the inbound is when Kawamura was called for the away from the play foul. We got a green light special.
I challenge you, Drew Carter, to tell me whether or not you think it's going to be reversed.
I'm going to wait this time.
Contact. I think it should be Chicago's ball.
You're saying we've got an overturn here?
I think this one should be an overturn.
I agree. We're lock and step on this one.
That kind of concerns me.
Last time I disagreed with you, it didn't end well for me. So I'm going to just say.
I think, okay, sir, if you're Yuki, what are you supposed to do if Wade Taylor grabs you with his right arm here, holds you, and then puts the left arm over the top of you? Like, yeah, there's going to be some contact there, but who initiated all the contact?
After review, it's determined that the offensive player initiated all the contact on the play. Therefore, this is going to be a no call. The result is a successful challenge, and we're going to take the defensive foul off the board. Possession on the baseline to Chicago, 24 on the shot clock. They also retain their right to challenge and retain their timeout.
It's still the Bucks' ball.
Well, unless they switched
they did not.
To a foul.
They did not. They did not. They announced it as not.
Off. They took the foul off, and it's still Milwaukee's ball. So
yes.
Now Billy Donovan's confused. I think he thought maybe they had flipped it to a foul on Taylor.
They said no call.
But they said no call.
Contact initiated by Wade Taylor. And by the way, it should be a foul on Wade Taylor there. But that's okay.
They could have done that in the challenge.
I understand. Minnesota up by 4 with 10 seconds left to go.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
And they're looking to remain undefeated.
One last chance here for the Suns. Timberwolves win it by 4. They're 4-0.
That does change a little bit their point differential, though. Which, again, is key because there's 8 teams that are 4-0.
Can you do the math real quick? First of all, can you recall what their point differential was before, and then
they were on the outside looking in already. So the fact that this is a smaller margin may end up keeping them out, even if they are, you know, 6 teams that are 4-0.
Yeah, so they're going to be 4-0.
Because I think it was like I think it was a 9.7, if I'm not mistaken.
Markovic waits. That's pretty. If it was 9.7, I'll salute you. Impressive recall.
I'd have to look back at the graphic originally before our people update it.
Kawamura gets to the spot. Mid-range jumper is too strong. Here comes Bogaloo Markovic. Stays here.
Well, and to be honest, the officials were out of position. You had two officials on the baseline there. When only one needs to be on the baseline, one needs to be on the opposite side, and one on near side too close to us.
So this is updated. It was plus 11.3.
All right, well, 9.5. I was close to what it is really currently.
But if the Raptors win, the Spurs win.
That's good news for the Kings, though.
Win. Final minute of the third quarter. Wade Taylor. Cormac Ryan, a great play to rip away the offensive board. And Amude makes it count.
He's having fun out here. Amude's knocking down threes in front of the bench and making sure everybody knows.
Young hasn't scored yet in the third quarter. Pereira for 3.
And we're fouling jump shooters.
3 free throws coming for Mauzinho Pereira. It was on Amude.
You like the effort offensively, to get that three-point shot. You come back down the other at the defensive end of the floor, Drew, and you're a little bit out of position. You can't run through with your arm extended towards a shooter. I mean, you make any kind of contact whatsoever, they're going to call it against you. And Pereira, if you weren't tuned in earlier, had one of the best dunks of the day so far. He came all the way from the outside of the three-point line, ran all the way in over the top to finish. But hasn't had a lot more go right for him at the offensive end besides that.
"24 years old from Brazil." Got them all.
It's sometimes when you're struggling offensively, you get to the free throw line, you see a couple go through, all of a sudden it allows that ball to come off your fingertips. You start to feel better about it.
William, a wide open 3, missed it. And Pereira grabs the board with 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Two point guards out there, Young and Kawamura for Chicago. Young eyes up Cormac Ryan, tries to get around him, draws the foul.
That was pretty easy. Cormac Ryan just bumping him all the way down the lane into that shot. You mentioned Young has not scored in this quarter. He also hasn't forced the issue. I mean, that's a credit. You're 7 of 10. You've been very efficient. They're going to defend you a little bit different when you go for 21 in the first half. I promise you that. You're the guy they're talking about at halftime, saying, "Hey, we got to turn his water off. How do you disrupt him?" And so when that happens, the key is to not continue to force up shots. It's to try to make somebody else better out on the floor.
Wade Taylor, a blur in the open floor. Can't hit it. Still time for the Bulls if they hurry. Here comes Pereira. It won't count as a miss for him, though. Just a team miss. 6-point lead for the Bucks. Fourth quarter next. Welcome back to the NBA 2K26 Summer League. Yuki Nation in attendance here as they're cheering on the Bulls and Kawamura. Summer League action continues in Vegas on NBA TV, ESPN, and the ESPN app. Orlando and Brooklyn later tonight. New Orleans and Oklahoma City's the nightcap, and then tomorrow on NBA TV, the Heat and the Pistons, Hawks and the Grizzlies. Where do you think the Pistons fit into this Eastern Conference hierarchy?
They've done it the right way. I mean, you look right now, how do you want to build in the NBA? Build through the draft and develop stars. And teams that have been able to do that, and front offices that have worked that well. What a pass. Please make the shot.
Oh! Here we go.
Yuki doing some Yuki things out there.
Drop in for the Yuki show.
Very nice pass. Good defense that time, too, trying to rip it away.
There he goes. Kawamura the steal. Yuki to feed Pereira the jam.
Back-to-back assists. Pereira benefits on both of them. I mentioned, you see the ball go off your fingertips, you start to feel like, hey, I can build some confidence and get my touch back in my shot. That leads to the making the three, and now some increased energy for the Bulls allows them to score in transition.
This is a one-point game. No goaltend there. Milwaukee with the block. And the Bulls can take the lead.
That's a gift, by the way.
Freeman Liberty, head of steam. Jameer Young blocked. Pete Nance says, get that out of here. Back to Kawamura. Feeling it now. Yuki. Oh, are you kidding me? Yuki Kawamura's doing it again, and the Bulls have their first lead since it was 22 to 21.
Wow. I mean, you talk about a small window pass. What a find.
Get it back to Yuki and see what happens. This is what he does. Kawamura around the screen, maestroing the offense now.
And he tried to go 5-hole there.
That was a passing heat check.
Yeah, that was a heat check on the pass. And why? Because he can do it like this. Look at that. Wrap around behind the back, no look, knows exactly where his guy is, delivers it on a dime, then gets the steal, pushes it in transition. The drop down, the finish, and then this one just silly. No look, small window. And he's exciting. I mean, he is fun to watch. Do it again. Why not? Everything but the finish.
Yeah, Pereira missed the three. Milwaukee with the save, but he was out of bounds. Bucks ball.
He's exciting to watch. I mean, a lot of people, get their first chance to watch this young man play. And I love the way he plays. Passion, energy.
He was playing for the Memphis Hustle in the G League this year, averaged almost 8 assists. Now defending Noel.
He has 3 assists on the game. All 3 have come in the last minute and a half.
Screened off, and Noel finds Livingston. Tried to posterize Milwaukee. Here comes Freeman Liberty. David Milwaukee now. It's his turn. Tried to lay it in. He can't. This is Helter Skelter. Chris Livingston for 2. Jameer Young, wide open 3. He's got 26 points.
That's a simple assist, but the right pass. I mean, he just, in transition, Young spaced out, nobody's there. Throw the ball ahead.
Nance can't respond.
He's going to kick it.
Kawamura. Oh, my goodness. Pereira missed it, and then Young puts it in for 3. What is happening?
Are you not entertained?
Now Noel.
Fouled on a 3.
Hey, Kawamura wants a review. Just give it to him. He's earned it.
Look at him. Just review it. Even the fans are saying, if he's saying it should be reviewed, it should be reviewed. Then they're going to review it.
They're going to challenge this call.
Watch this. I mean, we're just, whoop, okay, throw it up there, climb the ladder. No, all right, cool.
Cuts, Mitchell twist, and a circus shot by Donovan Mitchell. Now you see me, and now you don't. Here's CP3 back out to Wembanyama. Nice show and go. Races up on Giannis. Oh, the circus is in Milwaukee tonight. We are seeing a little bit of everything from Wemby.
Not enough hope to get it over. A rare miss and an opportunity like that for Green. Lost balance and circus shot, Jalen Green.
Give him credit, he just plays the game.
And here's Williams in transition. Martin floating in, got it to go. Oh, Martin with a burst of speed and elevation.
Morant off the bounce. 360 spin and a finish. Oh, he did not do that. 360 spin and a finish for Morant. Jaron Morant spins and hits again. Holy cow.
In a Jurassic world,
to be playing with these guys for as long as we have. It's obviously our responsibility to come out and put on a show. The competition and the camaraderie and the legacies that we all create is what it's all about.
So the OGs win the 2025 All-Star.
Side out of bounds underneath has been pretty strong today, and twice they've been able to find Nance for a three-point shot.
Young pulls up, missed the jumper. Foul against Milwaukee, and it's on Cormac Ryan. That's 6 on him. 30 fouls on the Bucks, 20 against the Bulls for a total of 50 in the game. And we still have 4:35 left. Kawamura, head of steam. Freeman Liberty. Miller's three-pointer. Rebounded by Ryan. Now it's Noel's turn.
Good defensive transition by the Bulls to get back and cut off that seam.
Yeah, Young in a stance on Livingston. That's great defense from Jameer Young, giving up a lot of size there. Kawamura gets in the paint, bounces it out to Ulbrich. Everything he does has some flair to it.
That's a turnover. Ulbrich has some nice aspects to his game. He really does. But there's some rough edges too. And if he can get it smoothed out, his skill set, I think, will translate to the NBA level. But he's got to get a little bit better lateral quickness. Tends to foul too much, as we've seen in this game. And then his ball handling has to get tighter.
Out of bounds off of Noel.
The funny thing for a guy like Ulbrich, he's got great vision and passing. But if you force him to go off the bounce, he's pretty limited.
You're setting the screen for Kawamura. It's in the lane, caught in the air. Ulbrich has it. That's a good pass out to Young. Drives the closeout, puts it in. See, 30 points for Jameer Young.
But that's what I was just talking about. He has great court vision and awareness. That is a tough catch and pass that Ulbrich just did to find Jameer Young.
3-ball Amude. Kawamura, what a pass. Oh, just off the mark for Young.
The previous possession, some good passing here by the Bulls in the second half. This one, tough inbound pass and just whipped it right away. And Cormac Ryan had no idea where Young was and started to close out to where he was as a three-point shooter, and the drive was already happening.
Oh, good pass. Great feed, Amude to Nance.
There's some really good passing here in the fourth quarter.
Still a 6-point game. Coming up on 3 minutes left. Miller lost the handle. Ulbrich lines it up. Freeman Liberty offensive rebound. Ulbrich cutting. Knocked away. Thought there was a foul. There wasn't. Leads to Livingston for 2.
And there's a technical
foul. Yeah, technical foul on Ulbrich.
Ill-advised right there, right? Like, you've got yourself a 6-point lead after that made bucket. And you're just going to go ahead and you're frustrated because you didn't get a call at this end of the floor. Have to be smarter. Yeah, there's some contact. The ball was slapped away. The hand was on it. But just get back and play. Your team has the lead. It's down to 4. And it's going to be less when they get to the free throw line because of the technical.
NBA 2K26 Summer League is proudly sponsored
3-point game.
This is giving away points. You know, in a game you're trying to win, you've got to be smart. And listen, basketball's a game of emotion. You can be frustrated. You're not going to get a lot of calls. But you can't be getting a technical in that moment.
In these moments, even though these teams are out of playoff contention, you can see who wants the moment. And Jameer Young,
he got 33.
33 points for Jameer Young.
He has been huge all afternoon. And the efficiency to get to those 33 points is what astounds me.
And then he got the steal on Livingston. Young tried to throw it off of Chris Livingston, but just went out of bounds, so that's a turnover.
But 11 of 16, 5 of 6 from three-point land for Jameer Young. I mean, in 31 minutes, he's got 33 points, and just so smart. Look at how he gets his feet set underneath him, the balance in which he has, holds the follow-through, and then defensively, he's offered you the same thing at the other end of the floor. I mean, really strong performance by him.
Ryan turns the corner, kicks it out to Nance. Need this. Short. Livingston working on the glass.
He checked his feet. Nance checked his feet. Like, I think if he just catches and shoots the ball, he's fine. But he checked his feet to make sure they were beyond the three-point line.
Young to Freeman Liberty on the cut. What a play. Milwaukee needs a timeout. Take a bow, Jameer Young.
An excellent job by Jameer Young, who's applied pressure from whether the outside the three-point line or inside the paint. Draw a couple to you, stop. Nance watching the ball. Defensively, you cannot get caught just watching the ball, and that's exactly what he did. He had no awareness of where Freeman Liberty was until he was already finishing at the rim.
20 assists for the Bulls, 5 of them from Yuki Kawamura, 4 from Young. Jameer Young has scored 33 points. The summer league high is 35. Speaking of 35, Proctor tied his.
Had to break up some of those Duke guys, you know,
like a Maryland guy in there.
Yeah.
Proctor, Filipowski, and Flagg, all Duke guys, and then Jameer Young with 33 and still a chance to add to it.
Both of those ones highlighted in red in this building on this court today. Some really great individual performances that we've seen.
Proctor was incredible, even though the Cavs lost that game to the Kings, who've got a chance to win a ring as they finished 4-0 in round robin. By the way, the summer league record, Anthony Morrow in 2009 playing for Golden State had 47 points, and that was the Steph Curry summer league team. Anthony Morrow said, I got this. 47 points. Wait a minute. Jameer Young just got 3 points added to his box score. He's now got 36 points, which would be the highest this year. It says that on the Jumbotron, too.
They just give him a made bucket.
Sure, they want. They just hate Duke, whoever's running the scoreboard. Bogaloo Markovic.
How did that happen, by the way?
I have no idea. Out of bounds. Stays here. Dave Freed is writing furiously. Here we go. Can't wait to not be able to read this.
How do you not know that today? Well, it looks like a C.
They took 3 away from Kawamura.
Yeah.
And they gave it to Young.
Okay.
Nance. In the paint, off glass.
Nance has been really strong today. And 14 points for him. And then a careless error inbounding the ball, stepping over the line. That's a turnover and gives the ball back to the Bucks.
Pete Nance has 14 points, 5 for 9 from the floor.
Livingston with 21 for the 3rd consecutive game.
5 Bucks in double figures led by Livingston. Amude the inbound and out of bounds off of Pete Nance. Making plays over there in the stands.
That's a foul. Knee contact.
They had a foul to give. First in the last 2. Well, in the Bulls' last game against the Pacers, when they were trying to kill some clock at the end, Yuki Kawamura threw a behind-the-back pass in midair when he was trying to avoid a backcourt violation. If there's still be highlights coming.
Yeah, if there's one thing Jameer Young has struggled with a little bit is driving into some traffic areas and losing the ball.
Livingston got it back. Blocked by Pereira. Mauzinho Pereira above the trees, and then Ryan knocked it out of bounds.
Yuki tried to go over the top. I was anticipating a more between the legs, behind the back type of pass. I thought that would have been a higher efficiency rate. Great block here, though, defensively.
Kawamura again, blocked by Ryan. This time they keep it in bounds. Livingston defended by Miller on the run. 2 more for Chris Livingston. He's got 23. This is a 4-point game.
Got good active hands defensively. Create the steal opportunity, run out ahead. Score quickly, get stops, right? Like you're going to trap here. You're going to try to create another turnover if you can. I think you got to swarm. That's a good area to trap right there.
Yeah, in the corner.
They missed it.
And Young shoots. Oh, bailed out by the foul. Went a little bit early there.
Good foul call. Jameer's got a chance to go for 40.
Well, it might just add 4 random points that we missed.
You take away 2 points from Miller.
Yeah, sure.
1 from Freeman Liberty and call it a day.
We can find you 4 points. Don't worry about it.
Oh, and he missed the free throw. Been fun to watch, though, today. I mean, really has been a great performance. Look at the efficiency. 12 of 17 shooting from the field. Now 6 of 7 from 3.
6 of 7 from 3 is dynamite. Cormac Ryan, no. Markovic ran himself out of position. Bucks needed that. No foul yet. 5-point game, and Ryan is called for. 2 shots coming for Freeman Liberty. Cormac Ryan's 7th foul today.
I think Ryan Young's performance has been so good that we really haven't talked much about Freeman Liberty, who's at 17 and 8. He played very well with 4 assists. It's been a strong summer league for him.
Shooting above 50% today. He averaged 22 points per game at DePaul. He really scored the ball. Played 22 games for the Raptors in 2023-24. Going to get himself back in the NBA.
Oh, his career high is 20 points, 8 rebounds against the Pacers. Pretty good.
Guy can score. I think he can defend too. 2-second split shot clock, game clock. 7-point lead. Foul. They had a foul to give, so no free throws. Mercifully. .54 combined fouls in this game.
55 sounds like a good number. I bet you we get there in the next 21 seconds.
21 seconds is plenty of time for a foul. Markovic. Oh,
and there it is.
You got it. Only took 5 seconds.
There we go. I was playing a little bit house money right there with that guess, but somehow, some way, I was able to pull it off. I'd like to thank everybody that helped me, Drew. Thank you so much for your guidance.
The odds on that one were short that we didn't see another foul.
Minus 1,800.
Oh, yeah. All right, Cormac Ryan.
Quite a few fouls in this game, to say the least.
Ryan in double figures again. Came in averaging more than 11.
And you mentioned it earlier, his journey in college, starting off actually at Stanford. Then Notre Dame, then North Carolina. A couple of stops with a lot of great academic institutions. And everywhere he went, he was efficient. Everywhere he went, he was able to score the ball. And he's a floor spacer.
He'll play professionally. Kawamura triple team, gets it away to Freeman Liberty. Amude running him down, trying to get the foul.
And Freeman falls on the floor, which means we've got cleanup crew.
Could really,
if I wanted to be aggressive, I could have said, do you think we get to 60 fouls in 21 seconds?
Nothing would surprise me, Sean. One thing we could do is expedite the process with the free throws. Fouls call, get yourself to the line. Here's the ball, shoot it.
Back in the old AAU days, they'd have 1 for 2. You shot 1 free throw, you got 2 points.
Like the sound of that. Freeman Liberty back over 20 points, and the Bulls have 100.
And a timeout.
Timeout, Spencer Rivers and the Bucks, and we're staying right here. So, Sean, what do you think they're drawing up in the huddle?
Listen, it's funny, right? Because we talk about wins and losses and all those things, whether how the level of importance that they are. But it's also about wanting to see guys in certain situations and how they execute. Can they take a play that's being drawn up and then go out on the floor and perform it?
You going to read this promo?
Coming up next on ESPN, it's the Mavs and the Sixers, and then we cap off the night with the Wizards and the Jazz. Sedano and Corey Alexander on the call.
Very nice. Vanessa Richardson on the side.
Yes.
They didn't give us a sideline reporter. I heard it's because they know that we would take up so much space that they actually wanted Dave Freed to have more airtime than the sideline reporter. So that's what we've done here.
He's been on camera as much as some of our sideline reporters have been over the course of the summer. Look at him. Look at that smile. He's had a grade A game today, if we're just going to be honest. His stats have been elite. Communication, probably a B+ as far as handwriting goes.
B+
on the handwriting.
B+, but it looks like an F, which would be more accurate.
You're like, well, that's an A, and it's like, no, it's a C. No, it's an A. No, it's a C. What are we talking about here?
How about Jameer Young? Tied with DJ Stewart for most points by a Bull in a summer league game. Stewart did that last year with 37 points. Back Ryan with the catch and the finish. And one.
Just as they drew it up, act as if we're going to try to throw it out of bounds on the other side of the court. Miraculously grab it and go make the drive and then the free throw. Look at this.
Yeah, this could be an intentional miss situation with 6.2 left. Yeah, down. Even if he makes it, they're still down by 4.
Right. So you miss this and you try to get a 3 quickly or just a tip in back in, then you're going to foul right away. Instead, you make it, and there seems to be no point.
4-point lead. Timeout. Timeout, Chicago. It's their.
You have to miss the free throw. Okay, so like, listen, if you're going to call the timeout to set up and execute the play, then you also have to understand like what you have to do in situations and have situational awareness. If you hit the 3, fine. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to foul right away. If you drive and you make the shot, you have to miss the free throw to give yourself a chance, and then you foul after that on the inbounds pass after that moment. Otherwise, there's really no purpose or point to how you executed or chose to execute in that play.
Still a 2-possession game. Look who it is, Cooper Flagg. Shut down after a couple of games for the Mavericks. They're playing after this, right? We've read the promo 17 times.
There was a game
playing the Sixers.
Night 1, the game here was them versus the Lakers, if I'm correct. and the game beforehand went like, I want to say, a half hour longer because of all the fouls. The fans started booing. It was awesome. I'm here for all of it. Cooper Flagg, by the way, I'm here for that too. Like, look at the efficiency in game 2 versus what he did in game 1. He showed what he had to show. Now it's time to get ready to prove it in the show when the season starts for the Mavs. But he is an outstanding talent. And that kid wants an autograph.
He's got 2 of them. Wearing one and holding one.
But Cooper Flagg, I had a chance to get to know him really well during the Wooden Awards ceremonies that I hosted, and did a sit-down interview with him on SportsCenter. His family, and they're just dialed in to trying to optimize his best potential. And he's a very focused individual and wanting to be an elite level basketball player, and the opportunity and the situation might not be any better for a #1 overall pick.
Big star already. Kawamura catches the inbound, gets rid of it before he's fouled. And 3 seconds come off before Freeman Liberty is hit. He'll go to the line with a chance to make this a 6-point game.
Freeman Liberty has been the benefit of a lot of these fouls down the stretch and has continued to add to the point total. I want to say that this is his 5th and 6th free throw attempt in the final minute of this game.
They all count the same, partner. He's going to catch Jameer Young.
Well, the final minute started 25 minutes ago. Bill Walton always said the line, you know, I miss Bill greatly, but Bill used to say a line, if I have 1 minute left to live in my life, I hope it's the final minute of a basketball game.
That's classic. Livingston for 3. That's all she wrote. So the Bulls win their final 2 games of the round-robin stage. Big smile from Yuki Kawamura. Another dazzling performance from him. And Chicago takes down Milwaukee. Our final score 102-96.